I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to our recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people, though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira. The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed to tackle insecurity in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The headsman crisis has risen since 2015 after Muhammadu Buhari became president. Their rampage has spread not only in the north but also throughout the southern zones of the country. The killings by the headsmen has led them to be tagged the fourth most dangerous and deadly terrorist group in the world by the World Terror Index. The acting Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Adamu, who was also at the meeting in Kebbi State, added that over 1,000 people have been killed and many more kidnapped in Kaduna. However, he said that this intervention was necessary to bring the criminals to book. The Kebbi State Governor Atiku Bagudu said hosting the meeting in his state shows the seriousness of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in tackling the security challenges in the country. Responding, the president of the association, Alhaji Muhammad Kirua, said the meeting would serve as a foundation for peace between the Fulani headsmen and farmers and among Fulanis themselves. Roots TV, Nigeria.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand the mountains. I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are watching from. Welcome to this State of the Nation address today, the 23rd day of June 2022. I have come here today to address Biafrans on some of the stride that the Biafra people have taken in international community. My fellow Biafrans, we are making progress. The title of this particular State of the Nation address today is Putting Biafra in the spotlight. Without wasting any of your time, as we continue to search for lasting peace in Africa, in West Africa, in Sahel region, and by extension, the peace that will also affect positively the international community like the West and America and Asia. We, the Biafra people, must exit Nigeria and form another Israel in Africa for global peace. I made bold to tell our international collaborators today that in order to have lasting peace in Sahel region of West Africa, there is a need for a new nation to emerge, a nation that will continue to play the role of the Israel in the Middle East. To achieve this, we have approached the Parliament of Finland and we have presented our case, the Biafra people. We informed the Parliament of Finland that the leading figure and the symbol of the struggle to restore another Israel in Africa, called Biafra, for the freedom of the Biafra people from Nigeria, in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was and is still the hope of the oppressed people of Biafra, was kidnapped. And because of his thoughts and advocacy for a better life and a better society, and for the freedom of Biafra people from Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. He was tortured 8 days in Kenya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu visited Kenya voluntarily. And the Fulani-controlled jihadist government planned him, thereby breaching international law impunity. So we informed the Finnish parliament, as we had a historic meeting on the 22nd day of June 2022. This meeting is going to go down in the history of our freedom. I want to inform the world and the other people who may be joining this particular league to restore one of the most important nations in Africa, or to become. As we speak today, the ethnic cleansing of Christians and the indigenous people in Nigeria by the Fulani jihadist government, and the request to be part of the process of Biafra independent from Nigeria. We have made this request and the Finnish government. We also informed the Finnish parliament and the Finnish government the systematic prosecution and the genocide against Biafra people and Christians by Fulani controlled terrorists, and then also official from the Muslim background in the northern Nigeria, as it posed a very serious concern for the entire free world. The Fulani-led federal government is looking fingers and even allowing, sponsoring the violation of human rights and the right of the Igbo Biafrans and other Christians in Nigeria. We also informed them that at no point in time has Nigeria experienced peace in a united so-called Nigeria and built a common future. There has never been any time such thing existed in Nigeria. It has become imperative that this particular message and awareness is being taken among the Committee of Nations. As the so-called Nigeria has been a failed attempt from the beginning. We also informed what I would say has become our international collaborators. Politics and crime across the country called Nigeria has only worsened over decades. The people of Biafra want to renounce this particular establish and then also establish a free democracy with freedom of enterprise, religious tolerance for all, and a directly elected parliament of an independent judiciary, the conscript, and a system that respect and observance of human rights. We made our presentation to the authorities and they were interested. And people are saying I should refresh, which we are going to do. With multiple attacks. We are not going to be moved by the distraction coming from the enemies. I want to inform Biafra people today that we also informed the Finnish parliament and the Finnish government that adopt and ratify every international law. And we started by the United Nations Convention on Human Rights, the Convention on the Right of the Child, and the CRC will be among the first international agreement to be ratified by the Biafra people. Indeed, our demand is to draw the attention of the free world to the Biafra aspiration for independence and the path to an independent state. It has put Biafra in the spotlight in Finnish parliament. And I am very, very optimistic that the Finnish government will once again be part of this history of Biafra independence, just like they did during the Namibia. During the Namibia quest for Finland, almost what led to Namibia independence. And today, Namibia have enjoyed what freedom has to offer. The credit of that goes to the former and the ex-president of Finland in the name of Ahtisaari. It was part of what made him won the Nobel Prize, the Nobel Peace Prize. We know that the current government of Finland and the parliament have showed very big interest to know more about what is going on in Nigeria, because the Nigerian government has tried to cage the people, indigenous people in Nigeria, and always use the media to propagate their evil. Today, I want to inform Biafrans that we have broken the jinx. I also cannot help but compare the situation in the Middle East with the crisis between the Israel and the Palestine. You all could remember that the president of Nigeria, each time he goes to the UN General Assembly, he has advocated for the independent state of Palestine. It is a record. If you compare the size of Israel with Biafra and the rest of Nigeria with Palestine, you will be amazed, as is the population of these regions. If Biafra crisis had received at least a third of its attention and the support of the state and their head of state to resolve the situation in the Middle East, Biafra would have probably already been an independent state. That is what we are doing today. The quest for Biafra freedom have now entered a multi-dimensional phase and approach. On behalf of the Biafra people, as their recognized representative and spokesman, in the part of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I, Simon Ekpa, and other Biafra people on the Finnish parliament and the government to tackle the issue of Biafra crisis as a matter of urgency, as a humanitarian crisis duty to prevent genocide against Biafra people. It's clear that in Europe is limited in its influence, but we call on Nordic and European Union wide intergovernmental cooperation, the Finland government to be part, and the Finland government specifically to be its primus motto. I cannot help also but point out how fruitful basis Finland would provide for negotiations with the future Biafra state on energy supplies, etc. Biafra do not fret their helpers. The Finlandia anthem is still high in Biafra. Hence, the national anthem of Biafra since the time of the Biafra Civil War with Nigeria. My fellow Biafrans, we have made history. Because we are still at the early stage of this 1,000 miles of journey. Some of the information will remain confidential. I must assure today, Biafra people, that we are going home. We have made history on the 22nd day of June 2022. And the truth that some evil interest prevented for decades will finally be told, and Finland has given the green light and will lead the truth to the world. Without going further and wasting much of your time, my Biafra people, I want to tell you today that the coming months, the coming weeks will be very interesting. Our hopes are very high as we wait for this particular awareness to take a center stage in international community. We assure Biafra people that in months to come, many groundbreaking progresses will be made and will be all updated. We must be resolute. We must be serious. I see Biafra very close. This is no longer a dream. It has become reality. God bless Biafra, and may God bless Finland, and may God bless the people of Finland as we wait for this particular sacrifice to be made, for us to have a safer society. We inform them that while we are running helter-skelter looking for helper, do not think that we are just fighting for the survival of Biafra people alone. We are also fighting for the West and America. Because if Nigeria is not disintegrated and Biafra emerge, Nigeria will become the biggest threat to the human existence. When they succeed in capturing all the mineral and natural resources in our land, they are going to be sponsoring attack in West. They will sponsor attack in America. They will have unimaginable and unbelievable resources to attack any part of the world. For this to not happen, every nation in Europe and America and Asia, those who want a global peace, must rise up to build a new Israel in Africa. It is time, and the time is now. May God bless you. May God bless the imagining state, independent state of Biafra. God bless you all. Thank you.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
We love embrace shall always be part of you.
The whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Biama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nanying Kebine Ligwe, Kahagedin song, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit. We must worship heaven. We answer your Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors mercy upon us? We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu Abiyama Binigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us? our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Biafra and the Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not if you know about the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand the mountains. I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life and it appears as if you're being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
Fellow Nigerian, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Noyerem Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, US-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the US and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attacks. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the US promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overrun most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 US-trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. US general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban. There were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation some suggest currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3. Second.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to a recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed. leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold it, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh, fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The one God which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty.
You must listen to that. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, my people. This is live and direct on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM. This is live and direct on Enterbiafra Channel 1, Enterbiafra live streaming app, and on all Enterbiafra platform. I welcome you all Biafrans. I remain Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, disciple on Biafra, liberation, restoration, and by the special grace of God, the spiritual son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on freedom of Biafra. Today, I have come to start the awareness and education, to educate you on the need for you to, if you are looking up to 2023 election, I have come to educate you this evening why it is dead on arrival. Without wasting time, 2023 general election is dead on arrival in Biafraland. We do not care what you think. I want to inform you today that anybody that is campaigning for P2B or campaigning for anybody as that never believed in Biafra. These are the people that will always complain that you are fighting for Biafra. So when you see them on social media telling you how P2B is going to do magic, how it is time opportunity for P2B, how this and that has come, I want to inform you today that there are 0.11% of Biafra people. And we are going to see them. This evening, we will be announcing the measures and the strategies we are going to adopt to make sure that the election do not take place in Biafraland. This is our civil right. Making sure that election did not take place in Biafraland is a task that must be done by everyone. I have told you people before that the only thing P2B is doing is to make Ndi Igbo and Biafrans relevant in the election. He is not there to win. He knows he cannot win election. Even if he win the election, he can never do anything in Nigeria. It is not the president that rules Nigeria. It is the collective leadership of the presidency, that which is the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. The president don't have the right to make changes, because the people that will actually govern Nigeria and make changes that will affect what we are fighting for today are the legislature and the legislative arm of the government, controlled by the Fulanis. Our people do not understand this, but that is not what I have come here to teach you today. I have come here to teach you what transpired between 1957 to 1958 Constitutional Conference. Can you stop calling me, please, because I'm live? I have come to tell you what transpired from 1957 to 1958 Constitutional Conference. I want to tell you what was decided, the resolution passed, and what they arrived at, and how that thing have affected Nigeria today. For anybody coming to tell you that Obi, give Obi chance, as if Obi can win even 5% of the total vote, is in fact telling us to go and vote and allow election to take place because of P2B is an insult to us. A very big insult. Is it the P2B that we know, or is it another P2B? Is the P2B we are talking about not the former governor of Anambra State? If it is the same governor, former governor of Anambra State that you people are talking about. I want to remind you one thing. Let me tell you how devious and how bad Nigeria is. Peter Obi was a running mate to Atiku Abubakar. Peter Obi was a running mate to Atiku Abubakar. So, and this happened just 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Peter Obi was a running mate to Atiku Abubakar. Peter Obi see Atiku as a qualified candidate to be the president of Nigeria. Peter Obi see that he is below Atiku's standard. Peter Obi accepted to be a presidential running mate to Atiku, to be a vice president to Atiku. Which means Peter Obi accepted that Atiku is higher than him. Which means Peter Obi accepted that Atiku is more Nigeria, Atiku is more experienced, and Atiku have whatever it takes better and more than him. Because that is the only reason you can accept to be Atiku's running mate. Me, Simon Ekpa, was one Nigeria. I supported them. I supported Atiku and Obi as a one Nigerianist. Today, these two people have separated themselves. Obi is now seeing that he is the right person to be the president of Nigeria. Atiku is now saying that he is the right person to be the president of Nigeria because he have gathered vote before. The question I want to ask you is, you that is saying Obi is going to be president, what has changed from the time Obi was a running mate to Atiku? Has the experience of Atiku reduced? Why is Obi coming out to think that he is going to be better than Atiku? And for those who are supporting Atiku, what makes you think that that Atiku you supported in 2019, which me, Simon Ekpa, supported, there are a lot of things you don't know. I never knew that Atiku we were all supporting in 2019 will turn around to support blasphemy, which means the killing of a Christian girl, supporting and validating the killing of a Christian girl, which means Atiku is not an Islamist. He is an extremist, which means Atiku is driving not just the Fulanisation of Nigeria. Atiku is driving the Islamic State agenda. For a presidential candidate at this particular point in time to openly to support the killing of an innocent girl means that what you don't know is bigger than you. All of us was shouting, Atiku, that was when the Fulani cow was dealing with us. Oh, Atiku Obi, give Atiku president, let him, he's going to restructure Nigeria, he's going to do this. Atiku will never restructure Nigeria for the fact that he validated the killing of Deborah is fake. So now, this is a man that Peter Obi, see as his boss. Peter Obi is calling Atiku his boss. Even in the middle of campaign, if Peter Obi can now recognize Atiku as a boss, even after he was the running mate, and now Obi is running to become a president of Nigeria, he still recognizes Atiku as his boss. And you think Obi is going to be making impact? Going to be deceived again. We need to refresh this. What I want to inform inform Biafrans today is that we are not going to be deceived again. We are not going to be deceived again. We have been deceived enough. And it is not this Biafra movement that I am part of. For the fact that we are in business to get Biafra, for the fact that we are going to do everything humanly and inhumanly possible to get Biafra, I want to tell everybody today, address me as the Nigel Farage of Biafra, because I am going to do the exact thing Farage, Boris Johnson, Michael Gove did. With the support of millions of Biafrans, we will stop the election and it will be a roadmap in the Republic. Now, having given you this particular background to why Obi presidential ambition is ambition of selfish interest, to give you this particular background for you to know that Obi presidential ambition cannot be, cannot override our quest for freedom of Biafra. We cannot exchange our freedom for a presidential ambition that is not going to come, and it will never come. And even if it comes, it will never bring anything. I want to tell you today, I want to reveal a secret. I want to reveal a secret. I want to reveal a secret to why Igbo man can never be president. And that is one, apart from, we are not even interested in the presidency in the first place. But I want to reveal a secret today that some of you don't know. Some of you think that Igbo was hated because of Ojukwu fought war. It's a lie. I will reveal secrets to you today with evidence. I am going to reveal a secret with evidence from the Constitutional Conference of 1957 and 98. There, you are going to see what will shock you today. So we have been deceived a lot. This particular time around, nobody will deceive Biafrans. Before I want to go forward into this exposition today, I want to make this following announcement. I want to make this announcement. Biafra people have decided that mega rallies is hereby banned in Biafra territory. What does this mean? What it means is that from today, the 8th day of June, as we are entering a new dimension of this Biafra struggle, the rallies are hereby banned. And any day, any political party is to have rally in Biafraland, that day will be declared a sit at home. Any day, any political party is to have a mega rally. I'm not talking about all this campaign, all this nonsense campaign. No. Any day, they are to have a mega rally in Biafra land. Biafra land and Biafra have decided that that day, Biafra will be under lock and key. And every Biafra must see that this happen. Any day there is any presidential or mega rally from any political party in any country, that day by declared sit at home. This is in preparation for what is to come in 2023. I want Biafra that we are All right, we need to check. As I was saying, many things are being put in place. We are having advisory committees and many more committees that will be the powerhouse of this particular agitation going forward. I want to inform Biafrans today that different committees are being set up, committees of calibers of people, committee that comprises professors, committee that comprises doctors, committee that comprises academians. This committee are what we call the advisory committee of the Biafra restoration, the Biafra Liberation Force. This committee will make sure that we are going to be on top of the situation going forward. Now, for the Nigeria Fulani-controlled government to know how serious we are, this particular banning of mega rallies in Biafraland will take effect from today. From today. Any day we hear that there is a mega rally of any political party coming to anywhere in Biafraland, that day will be a total lockdown of Biafra territory. I want to now go straight forward. I want to now go forward to the exposition I have come to make today. I want to review some secret. Why, if you are supporting P2B, you have never supported Biafra in the first place. We know that the population of those who want Biafra have now risen to up to 95% of Biafra people. 95% of Biafra people want to leave Nigeria. So maybe 2% is still with the Nigeria government, and then the remaining 3% is that they don't know where they belong. They are still waiting to know whether they will jump in there or jump in there. So you cannot, 2% of Biafra people can no longer decide for the 95% of Biafra people. So we are talking about 95%. So when we order this seat at home, if you think that you are 2%, you can come out, you're 2%, and do your rally. Because the people that will kill you is not us. It is the same people, because they are doing everything to stop us. They are doing everything to blackmail every move we make. So if you want to come out as a 2%, come out. We don't have problem with you. The same people you are supporting, we mastermind your death. We don't kill our own. So we are making it very clear today that the mega rallies in Biafraland is hereby banned. And there is no table or open for negotiation for anything. What we are asking for is very simple. The opportunity to decide whether we want to be part of voting in Nigeria or not. You must give the opportunity to decide whether we want to be part of that Nigeria or not. Now, I want to take you all to the Constitutional Conference of 19 1957 and 1958. Let us go there. As you can see, this is a secret document. I want us to go. I'm not going, I will be teaching you, I will be revealing a lot of secret from this document as time goes on. Okay? But the secret will be gradually. The secret I will be revealing from this document will be gradually. Now, as you can see, this says a memorandum. This is original document. This is original document. A memorandum on Nigeria's Constitutional Conference of 1957 to 1958 and background to the Wheeling Commission by Alan Lennox Boyd, Secretary of State for the Colonies, 1954 to 1959, the United Kingdom. Where you people will know that it is no longer business as usual is when you will take this particular ban on mega rally as a joke. Now, I want us to go straight. The Nigeria government have this particular memorandum, the Constitutional Conference. As you can see, it is a secret document. This secret document generated 31st July 1958. I want you to understand this secret document. This document is the property of Britannic Majesty government, rated for the cabinet July 1958. Now, Nigeria, I don't want to read the whole thing. I'll go to a specific page. What I have come to talk today has to deal with a specific page of this book. But let me read the beginning so that you know that what I'm reading to you is original document. The Cabinet, Nigeria. Memorandum by the Secretary of State for the Colonies. The Nigeria Constitutional Conference, which adjourned in June 1957 to await the report of certain commission to whose establishment it had agreed, will resume in London on 29 September. Its composition will be much as before. There will be 70 to 80 Nigeria delegates and advisors, broadly representatives of Nigeria opinions as a whole. The conference is likely to last most of October. Now, the conference, 1957. At the 1957 conference, I agreed to the creation of an office of Federal Prime Minister and to an all-Nigerian Federal Council of Ministers presided over by the Governor General, whose member will be appointed by the Governor General on the Prime Minister's recommendation. The United Kingdom interests was secured by the agreement of the conference that the Governor General should retain until independent his general reserve power to act without consulting his ministers or against their advice, and his responsibility in his discretion for external affairs and defense, for the use of and operational control of the police, and for the federal public service. I want you to pay the attention to what they said here to federal police. Pay attention, since 1957. You see, some of you don't have sense. Some of you that are not sensible, you are here saying, Simon Ekpa, you don't buy the idea. Look at this one. I need to be addressing your comment anyway, every now and then. You say you don't buy the idea. Simon Ekpa, Simon, I am not buying this anymore. Remember, you are there in Finland enjoying with your wife and your Finnish child. You have over there, leaving us here to suffer. Now God will punish you. God is already punishing you. If God is not punishing you now, I don't know what else, what punishment you want. God is already dealing with you. You can imagine somebody that is very senseless, somebody that don't even know how many people are there at the National Assembly. This person now, Emenike Samson, if you ask him, how many legislative seats do you have in the National Assembly, he don't know it. If you ask him, how many local government councillors do you have in his own local government now, he don't know it. This is a fact. This guy don't know how many councillors he have in his own local government. He don't know. If you ask this man how many wards he have in his own local government, he don't know how many wards he have. And as a matter of fact, biggest percentage of Nigerians don't even know how many councillors they have in their own local government. I am telling you the truth. So how can somebody who is who is not sensible, somebody who I am here telling him what is happening in his own backyard, will come here to talk about Finland? It is because of what I'm enjoying in Finland that I want to fight for people who have brain, not you. I am talking to the people who want to enjoy what I'm enjoying in Finland. I am talking to Biafrans who have agreed that they have seen our lifestyle and they want to live like us. I am talking to Biafrans who are selling their land, selling their property, selling everything they have to go and live in Finland because they know that the life in Finland is better. So I don't want them to continue to sell their land to come to Finland, including yourself. If somebody come to you tomorrow and ask you for money, you are going to sell everything to come to Finland. So I don't want our people to be selling their land and coming to Finland. I want to bring Finland to them. I want to bring Finland to them. I don't want them to come to Finland. I want to bring Finland to them. And those Biafrans in America, they want to bring them in Biafraland. Those in Germany, they want to bring Germany to Finland, to Biafraland. Those in the United Kingdom, they want to bring what they are enjoying in the United Kingdom to them. Not people like ingrate like you who have no brain. Those who went to school and you use your money, your school fees to chop akara and ba okuso. That is the evidence, because some of you are senseless. And even as he's talking, he don't even have the PVC. If you ask him now to bring PVC, he don't have it. All right, but let us go, because we're gonna be addressing this idiot as they come to this program. So tell him I am bringing Finland that I'm enjoying, because he can't come here. Even some of them are tied by the evil their grandfather have done. So even if they sell all the land in their village, they will never get visa. So I don't want you to start selling your land to come to Finland. I want to bring Finland to you. Now, I want you to look at this Constitutional Conference of 1959. At this particular Constitutional Conference, at least let me also conclude and with that MNK idiot, that at least you agree that I am enjoying, but you have not come to tell us how you are enjoying the enjoyment you are enjoying in Nigeria that I want to deprive you from enjoying. At least I am waiting for somebody to tell me one day that I am enjoying in Nigeria. Why do you want to destroy my enjoyment? I have never had anybody to challenge us that you are trying to destroy the enjoyment we're enjoying in Nigeria. At least you recognize that I'm enjoying, and I'm enjoying, and I want to bring this enjoyment to those who want it. And those who want this enjoyment is bigger in number than idiot like you who don't want it, who want to be a slave in your own land. Now, the 1957 conference. At the 1957 conference, I agreed to the creation of an office of Federal Prime Minister and to an all-Nigeria Federal Council of Ministers presided over by the Governor General, whose member would be appointed by the Governor General on a Prime Minister recommendation. Now, I don't want to go into reading all these things. I want to go to read the secret I want to review to you today. And what is this secret? Follow me to number 5. Follow me. Follow me to this. Follow me to the Constitutional Conference, page 2, number 5. I am going to review a secret in number 5. I am going to review a secret in number 6. I'm going to review a secret in number 7. So let us go to number 5. What did the number 5 say? What did the number 5 say? This number 5 say, in the West, the grant of regional self-government has on balance been justified, which is in Yoruba land, that the regional government has been justified. The action group government led by the Premier Chief Awolowo have proved reasonable and competent administrators, and although with the steady rundown of the cadre of overseas office, there is bound to be some decline in standard of administration. The advanced educational program of the regional should, in time, provide sufficient replacement. The Premier aspires to national leadership and has to do this, and form a close alliance with the principal opposition element in the North and East. Did you hear how they address the regional self-government from the West, which is the Yoruba Oduduwa? This is in 1958. Number 6. I want you to read number 6. Look at number 6. Number 6 say, in the East, they are telling you now about the regional self-government in the East. In the East, government has seriously run down. I want you to look at how they describe the East, Azikiwe and all that. I want you to know that the hatred of the Igbos for Igbos in Nigeria did not start from the Civil War. I want you to understand that the hatred for Igbos did not start after the war, that the hatred has been there from day one. And this is the evidence in this constitutional conference. I want you to read with me what I'm about to read now. In the East government has seriously run down Dr. Azikiwe Zik, leader of the NCNC, remain in power as the personification of Igbo tribalism. Are you listening? Zik remain in power. This is now they are giving you account of the self-government regional government report that in the East, Zik remains in power as the personification of Igbo tribalism. But his chronic unwillingness to tolerate around him men of independence of mind has brought into being a regional executive council, almost all of whom are non-entities. They described our own man and the people in the Eastern region as non-entities. The people you were praising, Mbadiwe, Dr. Mbadiwe, all of them, they were referred to as non-entities. This is 1958. And Peter Obi do not have this history. Peter Obi, even if they say that all the thing about against Igbo have been changed and all that, Peter Obi do not have this history. Or did he have the history? If he have the history, he can tell us, because we don't know. The entire executive council of the Eastern region, which was one of the best booming economy, was regarded as far back as 1958 as non-entities because of hate. The same hate some people in the movement or in the IPOB today are demonstrating against Simon Ekpa is the same hate that the British and Nigeria Fulani demonstrated against the Igbos as far back as 1958. They called our leaders, those leaders that you hold in a very high esteem, they call them non-entities. Now, let us read forward. Some of the federal ministers drawn from his party, notably Dr. Mbadiwe, have recently lost their post through constant but so far ineffective warfare against his personal dictatorship of a party affair. His star may be on the vein. At present, he has no serious rival as leader of the Igbos, who are much the largest race in the region. And although it would be much healthier for Nigeria if his hand were removed from the helm, the time has passed when Her Majesty's government could take any effective action to hasten this process. He must be left to the disillusionment of his own people. Are you people hearing it? This was how the entire Eastern region was dismantled, destroyed with hate. From day one, is P2B aware of this? Those supporting P2B presidency, the ignorant, nincompoop, uneducated, illiterate people. Do you know about this particular history? You can never change it. This is the true history of Nigeria. The hatred for Igbos did not come from Ojukwu going to war. That is why the hatred of Igbos will not also be because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fighting for Biafra. The hatred toward the Igbos is not because of Simon Ekpa and Autopilot or IPOB fighting for Biafra. The hatred has been there even before our grandfather was born. It is here you are seeing it. This is original document, and the people in Nigeria have access to this document. So I have come to address some of the content and the wording of this agreement, Constitutional Conference. The resolution passed. This is the report. Now, you have heard how they address the Igbos, how they address the Eastern Nigeria, how they disparaged us, how they destroyed us, how they hate us, how they make us even, humiliated our best. But I want you to follow me to number 7. Let us read number 7 and see the position and the situation and the status of Northern Nigeria back then. I am not going to be making this broadcast long because we have entered the phase to lecture you why election can never hold in Biafraland. Not with the smartness and the brain we have now, not with the exposition, not with the ideas we have, not with what we can do with our brain. We are too enlightened and civilized to be fooled by idiots who call themselves leaders. Now, let us go to number 7. And you see what number 7 say. Number 7 is talking about the northern region. Number 7 say, the vast northern region is still well behind the others in progress. I want you to underline this. Northern region as far back as when they were humiliating Zik, calling Zik all manner of name, non-entities, and tribalism and all that. Northern region was behind Eastern region. Northern region was behind Western region. And now, the 2/3 of it, 18 million people are strict Muslims, accepting the authority of the emirs. Educational progress is still low, is still slow, and there is no respect for a generation of regional being able to replace from its own resources the overseas officers who have served them so well. Are you hearing that? There were nothing the Northerners had to offer, yet they did not call them non-entities. Northerners have absolutely nothing. No leadership skills, no education, no nothing. But they were not regarded as non-entities. But when we have somebody called Dr. Mbadiwe, Azikiwe, all of them were regarded as non-entities by the people who made Nigeria what it is today. Fake, scam. Their only problem is that this secret and this truth was hidden in the book, and we are revealing it to you now to justify our exit from Nigeria, to justify our no election in 2023. The secret of how you are being slaughtered every day and nobody cared about is hidden in the book. And because they told us that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in the book. It is no longer, that adage is no longer truth, because we, the black people, are reading book now. We are reading book. You have told us that the secret, if you want to hide secret to any black man, put it in the book. We have come to realize that it is truth. So we are reading every book to see the secret there. Today is another secret. The secret here is that while they were calling our doctors non-entities, while they were proving the hate against our people, they were telling people, pampering those in the northern Nigeria who actually have nothing to offer. Let me read it from the beginning. The vast northern region is behind the others in the progress, yet they regarded us as non-entities. 2/3 of its 18 million people are strict Muslims, accepting the authority of the emirs. Just like today, it has not changed. After many years of Nigeria existence, the emir is still in control of northern Nigeria. Educational progress is still slow. After over 60 years of Nigeria existence, the educational progress is still slow in the north. Nothing have changed in 2022, yet our people are branded non-entities. And there is no prospect for a generation of region being able to replace from its own resource the overseas officer who have served them so well. The North fears and dislike the more educated Southerners. It has not changed. As far back as 1958, the Northern Nigeria fear us, the Southerners, because we are more educated than them. They fear us. That fear has not ended today. Today, they buy doctorate degree. When you see doctor before their names, they can't speak English. They cannot represent themselves. They can't make sense. When you see them becoming Attorney General of the Federation, they can't, cite any quotation of the Nigeria Constitution. They can't cite any reference, make a reference to cases. They can't cite any cases to back up whatever they are saying to the public. Attorney General of the Federation today, Malami, cannot defend himself. He can't present himself, defend himself as an Attorney General of the Federation, because they gave them free without studying. They gave the mark. They envy us. I want you to understand that a country like this, where Northerners will be given opportunity to become a doctor when he is not qualified to be a doctor, just because they fear and dislike the more educated Northerners and they want to be like us by force.
It is happening every day. The North fear and dislike the more educated Southerners, and if they were not economically bound to the Federation, would be glad to be quit of it. Are you understanding that? The only reason the Northerners were glued to one Nigeria then was because they are economically bound to stay in Nigeria. And today, they have used the resources and the brain of other Nigeria to develop themselves, and we are not going to continue like that again. We will not be using our brain to develop the North. We will all be using our brain to run the economy of Nigeria to the detriment of our own self. They continued. The Emir have, for the most part, recognized that they must come to terms with democracy and support the party at present in power, the NPC. The Premier, the Sardauna of Sokoto, is himself a princely family. Do you understand that? Now, let us go again to number 8, public service. Let us go to number 8. I want to go to number 8, and you are going to be shocked. Since the East and West became self-governor, governing in the overseas and the overseas officers, they have been entitled to retire with lump sum compensation. This will be the position in the North when it attains regional self-government next year. And in the public service, on the attainment of independence, the premature retirement of experienced overseas officers is the gravest single threat Nigeria faces to the continuance of a good governance. A good government. A colonial office representative visited Nigeria earlier this year to inquire into means of meeting this threat. A white paper is being published this week. The proposals put to the Nigerian government as a result of his mission and of their response. The federal and the northern government have broadly endorsed the proposal, and this should go some way to encouraging officers in their service to remain. The East and West contemplate applying the protocol to select officers only from this region. The exodus will no doubt continue at best, and whatever effort are made, overseas officers in Nigeria are now a wasting asset. Now, I want you to now look at the biggest problem of Nigeria, which they have not addressed, and they can never address it. The more you look, the less you see. Let us go to the police. I told you that I will be picking these things, batch by batch. Now, this is to the police. Powers. As you can see, all these things, as you can see, they are secret. They were a secret document. Secret. You see secret, boldly written. Secret. The problem of minorities. I want you to pay attention. Last year conference, the minority parties forcibly represented their fears of exploitation after self-government by the majority parties with their mainly tribal and religious basis. As far back as 1958, IPOB, Nigeria have recognized with a very big fear and threat of the tribal and religious basis. As far back as then. Now, tell me, will people continue to nurse these particular things in their heart? It is going to explode. That explosion is what you see today. They identify the problem of Nigeria with their mainly tribal and religious basis, and they pressed for the setting up of a separate state of their own As far back as then, people already understood that Nigeria is nosediving, is going to be a failed state. It should then continue to push it to be one Nigeria. They demanded to have self-state, separate state, based on the tribal and religious basis, which has become a dangerous diversity today. That is what we are fighting for. After bitter discussion, I was invited to appoint a commission to inquire into this question. The commission, under the chairmanship of Sir Henry Willing, is about to submit its report, which will be the main item of the resumed conference agenda. It will recommend no new state. Do you understand that? They have already concluded no new state. No new state for selfish interest. Today, this recommendation have put Nigeria where it is. This recommendation has made people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ojukwu, Ralph Wazirike, all the people that have fought and agitated for Biafra and continue to agitate. Some of its proposals are likely to provoke fierce controversy. You understand? They tell you they are not going to give any state, any self-state. And right there, they also recognize that if they refuse to give this self-state, considering the fact that they know the tribal and religious issues, it is going to spark a very big and provoke fierce controversy. The action group, which seek the national power, as champion of minority everywhere, will probably express dissatisfaction and continue to fight for new state as a main plank in its platform for next year federal election. They recognize the solution. The solution to what you see today, wanton killing, marginalization, terrorism. What is happening today, they saw it as far back as 1957-58 Constitutional Conference. They want to solve it. They say, no, we will not solve it. Now, I want you to look at the police. This is number 8, the police. Now, number 8, police, B, 10. Either in connection with the question of minority or as a separate item, there will probably be renewed pressure. They are telling you that Nigerians, probably from the south, will be pressuring the Nigeria to have a state police. Now, a pressure which I will resist. They resisted this pressure. They knew that this pressure about the police, about the state police, will be coming, but they know that this is actually a solution to, a long-term crisis that is happening in Nigeria today. This could have been a solution to Nigeria failed state. But this man, they identify this solution, they say, no, we are going to resist it. And they resisted it here. For the bulk of a federal police to be divided up into separate regional forces. They resisted it. This is the scam and the secret of Nigeria that you don't know. It's people to be aware of this secret. As you can see, boldly written secret. It's people to be, the supporters of people to be aware of this secret I'm revealing to you today. And how are you going to change it? Now, this is number 1. So this problem of police, say, please don't say, oh, state police, federal police, the solution of power, this, that. It has been there from the one. They refuse because they know the potential in the south. They know that you are going to be like a Dubai. They know that you are going to be better than London. They know that you have the brain to develop and become a developed country. They say, no, North must draw you back. Remember that when they were giving you about the situation report from Northern Nigeria, they say the backwardness of the south, of the North. That backwardness is what is taking you backward today. And because we have traveled, Biafra people, believe me, we have known the secret. And that secret is what we are working on. Based on the secret we have come to discover, we will stop at nothing to say, you see this election coming next year, it is either election take place, it is either there is no election, or the beginning of the end of Nigeria will start from this general election. If they don't want us to exercise our own right, democratic and civil right, the end is here. Let me tell you, people that will end Nigeria don't have two heads. Those that got Nigeria independence do not have two heads. They have one head like me. They have brain like me. And are you? They have everything like you and I. They were not special human being, only that they know secret that others don't know. And today we are now in a position where we have come to know this secret. That's why we are leading Biafrans out of Nigeria. Now, let us go a little bit further. The fiscal question. Dissatisfaction over the existing division of revenue. This revenue, all of you are talking today. Local government, 30 local government in the north, 5 local government in the east, a share revenue, the north take the lion's share, you take the dog share, and you complain. The solution was proposed as far back as 1958 on purpose. Scam. They didn't adopt it. Now, listen. Dissatisfaction over the existing division of revenue between the federal and the regional and over the powers of revenue, over the power to raise revenue, led last year to the appointment of the Fiscal Commission. The report of this commission, of which Sir Jeremy Reisman was chairman, is about to be published and will be considered by the conference. Now, they know already the content of the particular report for the revenue. Do you know what they say? They say it is only to prove a major bone of contention. Let us now go to the self-governing Northern Nigeria. The Northern regional government have informed me that they wish to be granted regional self-government from the 15th March 1959. In accordance with my predecessor undertaking, I am bound to accede to this request. The pattern of self-government in the East and the West will actually be followed, but because of the backwardness of the Northern region, backwardness was identified. The backwardness of Northern, I shall try. I cannot put it higher to retain some greater power for the governor than those retained by the governors of the East and West. I want you to underline the backwardness of Northern region here. As far back as 1959-58, they regard Northern region as backward people. Yet, they did not call them non-entities. They did not call the leaders of the Northern region non-entities. They called the Igbos non-entities. They called the Easterners non-entities. Even with our doctorate degrees, even with our masters, they say you are non-entities. I don't know whether you people are listening to me. Are you listening to me? There has never been civil war back then when they were calling us non-entities, when we were actually doing the best. Why Northern Nigeria was in backward? They regard them as backward and they were not non-entities. They pampered them. That thing has not changed. Now, let us continue to read. He said, the backwardness of Northern region, I shall try, I cannot put it higher, to retain some greater powers for the governor than those retained by the governors of the East and West. and to obtain assurances about the incidence of Muslim law. You see, about the incidence of Muslim law. As far back as 1958, they already injected the idea of Muslim law and the retention of much of the present structure of the provisional administration. As far back as then, they retained the structure, the restructure of this Islamic structure. Now, how many of you in the South wanted to retain your own structure in one Nigeria? None of you. None. But not the backwardness of North was retained, because the only thing that made them backward was the Muslim law and the provisional administration structure they have. It made them to remain in backward, and in that backwardness they brought it to Nigeria, to one Nigeria. They brought the backwardness of northern Nigeria into one Nigeria. They allowed the Muslim law, which is one thing that is setting them backward. They allowed the administrative structure, the provisional administrative structure of the northern Nigeria, which is what's setting them backward. Today, the northern Nigeria have injected that particular provision administrative structure that made them backward in that region. They have injected it into Nigeria state, and Nigeria have become a nosediving entity. Nigeria become a failed state. The more you struggle, the more you destroy it, because of a failed structure being injected into the Nigeria entity from the northern region. It is called the clash of interest. You either want to be backward or you want to progress. And the system that the northern Nigeria brought into one Nigeria, it was the one that set everything backward. It clashes with civilization, clashes with innovation, clashes with everything that makes Nigeria to move forward. So you see the reason why Nigeria has failed? That system is what Atiku represents. This structure of provincial administration and Muslim law is what Atiku represents. This Atiku represent is what the biggest number of the National Assembly in Nigeria today represent. Those people from the north, they are bigger in number than people from the southern Nigeria. They represent this backwardness, the structure of this backwardness that was injected into Nigeria in 1960. What I am doing this evening requires a very high degree of sense and wisdom to understand. But I will be discussing it so that every person, including a layman, will understand where the problem is coming from and why we are saying no election in Nigeria. So now, what do you think P2B is going to do in a system that you have already injected as far back as 1958, a backward system that is now crashing with civilization? The system of northern Nigeria is clashing with civilization, is clashing with innovation. And if you look at what they are doing now, even in Yorubaland, they have a center for eradication of innovation. It is clashing. That is why Nigeria is going backward and can never move forward. Since the time this northern Nigeria joined the south, the east, the eastern region and western region together, they become one Nigeria. The backwardness of Nigeria started because of the clash of interest. And I will stop here because what I have will blow your brain. I will stop here and continue tomorrow. Okay? So I want you all to understand my fellow Biafrans. You can now understand why we say there will be no election in Biafraland. Your problem did not start today. I want this broadcast to be downloaded, share on WhatsApp, share to everybody, share to the 1% that are making noise on social media. The problem of your problem in Nigeria today did not start from the war. They hate you. That is why Igbo man can never be president. The hatred is too much. You can imagine the hatred came from the British, transfer it to the Fulanis, and the Fulani transfer it to other parts of Nigeria. And now it has become a norm. That when you talk about Igbo, they tell you, no matter how educated you are, but you are good to be used, like Soludo. Soludo was not a member of APC. Soludo was educated. Soludo was a former central bank governor. Soludo is not good to become the Minister of Finance. Soludo is not good to become the minister or to become another governor general of the central bank. Soludo is not good for any position. Soludo is only good in an economic advisory committee of Buhari. And at that time, we called on Soludo not to accept that offer. He went and accepted the offer because he worked with them. But they didn't see him to give him Minister of Finance, since they know that Soludo is very sensible. They could not give Soludo Minister of Finance. They could not give Soludo to come and become the central bank governor because you need his service. Okay? So you cannot see the secret that I have revealed to you today from 1957 to 1958. They have been working on this particular secret document. And then you come today, somebody tell you Obi is going to win. You are a mumu. You are an idiot. And let me tell you, we are not even bothered. But the reason why I'm doing this is to create some awareness that you don't know in a different way. Otherwise, we are not bothered about all this Obi, that. These are non-entity people. These are Nikompu. We don't bother about you. The people of Biafra are bigger than you in number. We are 95%. So the day we are going to order lockdown in Biafraland, come out. Then the Nigerian government will be one. They will use you as a scapegoat, and then they will turn around and blame it on Biafra agitators. We have been receiving that blame from it didn't start today. We are not bothered. But we know that Biafra people are going to sit at home. Any day there is a mega rally of Nigeria election in Biafra land, we are going to sit at home. Let them know that I told them that the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the beginning of Biafra. They thought we were joking. They thought we were joking. Kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is the beginning of Biafra. I swear to God. I swear to God. So my people of Biafra, you must listen and follow instruction. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. Any day there is announcement of mega rally on any part of Biafra land, that day is complete lockdown of Biafra. Not even a goat. Lock your goat inside. It is what the sacrifice we will make to get our freedom. I have now leaked a secret that you don't know. Go and tell Obi that no matter how he calculates 100 billion of Anambra, he remains a non-entity as an Igbo man in Nigeria. They describe us as non-entities. Surrendered himself with non-entity in the south. Well, at the same time, we were doing well. It has not changed. The position of the British and the Fulani Caliphate against Igbos have not changed. They continue to brand us as non-entities. That is why you can never be allowed to be president in Nigeria. And let me tell you, when we talk about this president, even if you are a president in Nigeria, it does not change anything. So we will be coming every evening to tell you the reason you must not be part of election. Of course, when we talk about no election, we are trying to talk to the Nigerians, okay? We are not talking to no Biafra. Nobody that is a Biafran that will be talking about Nigeria election. All this sewage rat you see that are talking about Obi and talking about, they were never part of Biafra movement. They were only here for career as a career agitators, which we ended their career. We ended their career long time ago. So they can never be part. They were never part of this Biafra movement. They were only shouting Biafra, Biafra, as a career agitators. They never mean business. But if they mean to get freedom, nobody that is talking about Biafra will be talking about a Obi election, because they know it is dead on arrival. Obi cannot, even if election take place, Obi, which is not going to be possible, Obi cannot even get them 5% of the vote. So what am I saying? You have seen the secret today, and more secret will be revealed tomorrow. Tomorrow we continue from where we stop. So on this note, you have just come to see the reason why the election is not going to take place. So I want to now open the line, and I want people to call in, and their opinion is going to last for the next 24 minutes. Your opinion on the mega rally. The reason why we are going to have mega rally, we are going to ban the mega rally, is because to begin to prepare for no election. Let them know that we are serious. All right, and for that reason we go. A moment. I'm having a program now. Are you calling to contribute to the program or what?
Yes, because I don't want to spit it out, so I just want to talk to something that how to do with these elections correctly. Because if you say it, they're going to tackle it. But if you say it openly, they're going to tackle it. So I think the best thing, because I'm trying to test you before you say call online. So to call, if you can call me back when you finish, that would be okay.
All right, I'll give you a call. No worry.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right, the line is open, and Joseph Bishop, thank you very much for super chat. We appreciate you, Joseph Bishop. We thank you for your super chat. Thank you for supporting us. Yes, sir. Welcome to the program.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you live and direct. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, I want to use this opportunity to thank you for your continuous effort to restore the kingdom of Biafra on earth. Secondly, you see what I sent you on WhatsApp.
Sorry?
Just imagine. And they are telling me helicopter helped herdsmen and killed 34 people, and helicopter were up, bombing southern Kaduna today, this evening. The Sahara reporter just posted it now. You see, and they are telling us to go and get a PVC in Nigeria. You see?
So whose helicopter was bombing?
They are bombing Southern Kaduna, the communities in
Which
Southern
people,
Kaduna.
which people are bombing?
The herdsmen, Ekopa and Nigerian military. It's like they combine with Nigerian military. Ekopa, we are up bombing the way they are doing in Olo. You see, that's what they are doing, bombing Southern Kaduna. That means herdsmen has a Ekopa now. Herdsmen and terrorists and Fulani terrorists. They have a helicopter. Where did they get it from? And they are telling us to go and get PVC.
Yeah, but they have a helicopter before now. They have been supplied. We have seen so many supply.
I don't know how they get it. How they get a helicopter in Nigeria? This is no longer a child play. They know what they are doing.
We said that the war is starting now. I'm reading the news that over 32 villagers killed after helicopter help headers burn down Southern Kaduna community, says local group.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. And they are telling us to go and get PVC. They are telling us to go and get PVC. Oh, sometimes I read comment today about our own fellow Igbos on Facebook. They are telling us, let us try this one. You are trying to talk to these people they don't want to hear. This is my problem. You are trying to encourage them, even on comment section, try to show them that see how they want it. Even Fulani people are not there to do party something. All of them are running to the article. Because they want the president to remain in the north.
Yes, my brother watching. Let me tell you, don't go and waste your time to people that are doing. Those people are the people that will vote against the referendum. It is normal. The most important thing is that we are 95%. So if the time come, let them come out. So don't go and bother yourself. You are going to use what is happening when we order sit at home to know. So then these are the people always murmuring and all that. They can murmur and we don't have problem with them. It is everybody must not support Biafra. Okay. The most important thing is that we have the 95% of Biafra population supporting the Biafra exit. Even a British exit was not up to 90%. It was not even up to 80%. In fact, it was not even up to 70%. If I'm not mistaken, it was not even up to 60%. So what we are having 95% here. So all these people coming to social media to make noise, leave them. The reason why we are making this is to make sure that we continue to make our people see the reason we must leave. Okay. So and other people, of course. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Greetings from Anambra State. Yeah.
All right, I want to thank you, Uchenna Agbaiwe, for your super chat. Thank you, Odogu Afulu Kwelo, our own MSC. Knowledge is power. What they don't know is bigger than them. The hatred is endemic. Biafra, our only solution. Ada Ono, thank you very much. Albert James, thank you very much for the super chat. Always remain true to yourself. Thank you, Ken Uzo, thank you. Dear MNK Samson, for over 100 years, your government and leaders have failed you to point to where 45 million people in Nigeria still defecate in public. My brother, you are already suffering. Thank you very much for the super chat. Anthony Great, thank you very much for the super chat. Good evening, MSA. Please, is there any way we can do our ESM fundraising twice a month? This is a very good suggestion. Twice a month, I think is a very good suggestion. So we have entered the phase where this twice a month donation is necessary. So yes, I agree with you. We are going to discuss it with our cabinet, and then we'll come up with that. But for now, the ESM fundraising is on the next ESM fundraising is on the 18th, of this month. So I'm going to bring the flyer of the fundraising, and I'm going to share it later on so people will share. But I agree with you. For the 2 times a month. Now we need to refresh because this thing is hanging. All right.
over 50 years, they are still gallivanting that there will be election. Why can't people see something before it happens? Even the way they are handling the election now have shown them that the election has been taking place already. The Fulani have done the election. What they are doing for over 50 years. Our people are very, very, very
network issue here.
very sorry.
Yes.
So you cannot hear me.
All right, I think I'm gonna go on commercial. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go on commercial, and then after that we come back. Okay. All right, we have to go on commercial now, and then after that we are going to come back.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack on us from every corner. I am not seeing this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what.
All right, we are back. We are back now. So this is a better one now, and then I want everybody to call back. Let us go there. Welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Simon, please. I was the one who called you last week that I am living in Modena. Do you understand me? So please, I want you to make sure that our people back home, those who cannot have money to load their cell phone, this thing, all those information, getting to them. Please, this most important thing, make them to understand, to hear the oil brokers through our radio, through any language that the Biafra people have. Please.
Of course, it is going. We are trying our best, and there is a group. There is a WhatsApp group where broadcasts are shared. Anybody who wants to be part of this, if you want to be in this group where you can be sharing the broadcast on WhatsApp, and because every broadcast is being downloaded and shared as voice on WhatsApp as well. as well as radio. So if you want to be part of this particular, I will post the link. I think let me post the link here, so you people can join, and then also from there be sharing the broadcast as well. You know, so yeah, go ahead.
We have been sharing, but not me. I do give my people money to buy battery, then to listen. If this thing can go through radio also, let them can hear also. Because sometimes they'll say sit at home. They will not know the time they say sit at home. They will move around and let people to know sit at home. Don't go anywhere. You know, it's very hard to understand things or to articulate things in our mind. So because I am following this thing very well back home.
All right.
Please do something.
Yes, our radio is on in most of the state now, except Anambra, and then the next place is going to be the Riverine area. So the opportunity is still there for people to come and sponsor these radios. You know, we need sponsors.
In Enugu, is there anyone in Enugu?
Yes, Enugu, our Enugu radio is working, but you know, we want to first of all have those radios in all the state. After that, we are going to now look into where which of the states have a longer range and which one have shorter range and all that. So it is in Enugu, but of course it is not covering the entire Enugu state. So the radio is in Enugu, it is working in Enugu, but at the same time, after now, since it is in Enugu now, we need to focus on other states. After that, we'll now come back to Enugu, for example, and put more of the transmitters there so that it will be going around. So we want to first of all have the radios, you know, in every state. After that, we'll now begin to put more of the transmitters to get the entire state. So for now, it is in Enugu, but it is not in all. The coverage is not the entire Enugu state. It's something to Ebonyi. It's something.
Is there anyone in that Nkano? Because I am from Nkano.
Like I said, if you are hearing it in Nkano, if you are hearing it in Nkano, 97.5 FM, it is in Nkano. But if you are not hearing it in Nkano, it means that the coverage is not there in Nkano.
I will get in touch with you. Let us discuss privately. So if anything I can contribute, because now I am not doing anything, I am sick. But I want the message to get to my people. So I will call you, tell me the day I will get in touch with you. So it will be very easy to discuss and it will give you feedback immediately.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Kelechi Ndoka, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. Kenzo also, thank you for your super chat. MSA, our enemies at Facebook are the owners of WhatsApp. Please make plan to switch to Signal. Very important, incredible. All right, I think we'll take the teams to do that. I think it is on a Telegram, please. There is also a Telegram link. I am going to post the Telegram. Please, our media, please, our radio media, please, can you send me the link to the Telegram as well? I know that we have Telegram where where all the broadcasts are shared. Please send the Telegram to me so that we can share the Telegram as well. Very important, very important. Hello, welcome to the program.
Hi, Simon.
Hi, you're sounding very low. Can you loud your voice a little bit? Can you increase the volume?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I still can hear you. You know, very barely can hear you, but go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much for the great job you're doing. I just want to ask this commercial you just went on now. You played a video of our leader where he said, "Anyanage Farose,
Go ahead.
When she claims asking, has she had our leader say that? And she's doing all her diabolic things in the name of our leader?
No. But my sister, that everything she's saying is a lie. Okay? Listen, everything she said are all lies. She never went to do any diabolic thing for any leader. She went to tie Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She went to kill people. She asked the native doctor to kill people, Biafrans, to kill some members of the DOS.
Okay.
So she don't believe what she's saying. So yes, she went.
I do not believe her.
No, listen. Let me clarify this thing because people need to know. She went to kill. She went to kill. She gave the list of the name that she wanted to kill. Okay. So the native doctor told her. Okay. The native doctor told her that he cannot kill Biafrans. Okay. Okay. And then so he cannot kill Biafrans, and because the native doctor, she confessed to the native doctor of having hand in what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the kidnap in Kenya, and because the native doctor know, so that the native doctor also told her, so that thing didn't let her to go away. You understand? So because of the secret, because the native doctor know the secret, and because she have confessed to the native doctor, so it did not. She didn't go away. Otherwise, she would have gone to another native doctor. You understand? So she came back again. Okay. She came back again to the native doctor and began to bring names of people to tie. And then we, of course, the videos are coming. The videos, every evidence are there. The videos of the rituals where she was dancing and to the juju and was calling people's name and making incantation and all that. All those things are there, the evidences. So it is going, she knows what she have done, and she knows we have the evidence, because before she thought it was just a saga, She didn't, the person that led her to the native doctor, she killed the person. So she thought that the person have died and all evidences has gone. Okay. So when that was the reason why when we posted the picture, she says a Photoshop. Did you hear her say Photoshop again? Because she have come to see other things. No. But you know that she said Photoshop, right? She agreed. She agreed. She agreed.
She did what she had to do.
Yeah, she agreed the first one, agreed the second one, and then next thing is that okay, continue with your Photoshop. Then when she come to realize that it's like we have all those evidences, she killed that guy, wanted to to conceal that we have those evidences. She came and started twisting it. Oh, it is something that needs to be. It's a lie. So it is not to kill the DOS, some people in the DOS that will bring Biafra. Okay? She wanted to kill them. Yeah. So now, let me tell Biafrans one thing that they don't know. The reason why the native doctor actually, people may think that the native doctor did bad thing or something. No. The native doctor actually tied her because he don't want her to go and kill people. Okay, so after the native doctor did the juju for her, the native doctor instructed her never to go to any native doctor again. Because the native doctor knows that the next thing Nelly will do going to native doctor is to kill. So he instructed her never to visit any native doctor. Now she went to another native doctor in Anambra, and the native doctor got the alert that she has visited another native doctor. That was not enough. She went to another native doctor in Edo State. So now the reason why she went to those native doctors is there is no other reason than to kill, because the other native doctor refused to kill the people she listed their names. So my people disregard anything. In fact, let me tell you, this is not a matter of this is not a matter of lie. It is a matter of spirit, and she knows what she have done. So she's going to confess, whether by force, or by willingly by herself. So the native doctor, she have also threatened to send military to them. In fact, that reminds me, because she threatened to send military to the native doctor, and I'm going to play the warning because when they made the warning, they say we must share it to go viral. So let me play the message in case, because she's listening, so she can bring her military and go there if she wants, because this is the message coming from the man. One moment.
All hail Biafra.
A moment.
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. IPOB autopilot.
Well, this is not it. One moment.
My sister. Sister Nakwa.
Okay, I will.
All hail Biafra.
Okay, this is it.
My brothers and sisters, listen to me and share this message everywhere. That is the message my father brought to me to share it everywhere. And let this message reach to Nelly of Ebu. Because Nelly of Ebu have already called the military to come in my father's house and burn everywhere and kill my father and kill everybody in the compound. Then my father said that he's ready, he's waiting for them, and they let this message go to the Nelly of Ebu to be fast and call all those military to come in his house. That is not like all those type of people where they are doing in Imo State, in Anambra, in Enugu, all those native doctors where they are killing up and down in Ebony. That he will use this one and show example for the whole world to know that there is a spirit of Biafra in Biafraland. That is not fight off with gun, but all the military, the first group will come, all of them will die, and the military then die, military will continue, they come, and they will not stop. That will make all the military to end in everywhere in Biafraland, because they will not stop, they must surely come, all of them will die. It's not a battle of gun. That he wanted of able to be fast, because Nelly of able know his house, you know his compound, you know where he's from, you know his children. Don't let Nelly of able be fast. And all those idiots who are talking nonsense, this and that, let them know that immediately Nelly of able confess, Nelly of able will end. Nelly of able will not exist again in the world, and they will follow Nelly of able and go back to the judgment. No matter who you are, no matter what you believe, whoever, Nelly of able, you must only please Nnamdi Kanu. That is what we need. Nnamdi Kanu will speak in his house. That is the only thing. That he don't want to take Nelly of able to the judgment now. It's very simple thing. But he will not take him to the judgment. He wants Nelly of able to confess. After his confess, then he will go to the judgment. Because he will not carry the confess and go to the judgment, and then Nnamdi Kanu will remain there. He must really confess, everything will end. That is the message of my father. He said that let Biafrans share this message to reach Nelly of Ebu, to make sure that all those military have already mentioned they come in his house. He want to prove the words, whoever are talking nonsense, and they want to help all the Biafrans to end the military something in our lands. That's the first group will come, they will end, and the other group will be coming, they will not stop, except they finish in Igbo lands, except they finish in the Biafra land. All hail Biafra.
You see, so my sisters, you can see, the native doctor is not a bad native doctor. The only thing he did was to review and expose evil. Okay? So now, if they say they want to go and kill the native doctor, the native doctor did not do anything. Okay? He's only doing something that every good person should do. He is exposing the evil because he knows that Nelly of Ebu is now going to another native doctor to do some juju to kill people. That's all. So and because Nelly confessed to the native doctor of having hand in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, and then the native doctor also told her that he know that she has a hand in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and of course that she's not alone. There are some people in the DOS, which we have some list and all that. So my sister, this is anything she's telling you, something that must be done, blah blah blah, is a lie. She must confess completely, not indirectly. Because what she's trying to do is to indirectly confess. No. But she was denying that, claiming that what we posted was a Photoshop, until she come to understand that we have all the evidences and we can back it up with the story. Every image, every picture, every video have the explanation. We have all of them. So because of the way I bombarded her on Twitter with evidences, she now begin to change her narrative because she thought it was only naked picture. And then that's it. All right, thank you very much.
So disregard her, please. And anybody that is telling you that woman this, woman dignity, I've said it before yesterday, woman this and woman that, woman dignity, Simon Ekpa sharing, that person is not a human being. Anybody that want to kill Biafra people don't have the dignity of a woman. That is it. So, and then my brother, traditional Wokedi. Traditional Wokedi, you know, I like that guy so much. Traditional Wokedi, please. I have never wanted to, I don't have any reason to send anybody to you. I don't send anybody. And you misunderstood when I gave you 3 days. You misunderstood it. Does not mean that I brought you to Germany. You know what? It is very important that we don't allow all these evil people around us to kill our own. So don't misunderstand me. I regard you as my brother, traditional Wokedi. We are all into the tradition. We are all into traditional thing. And so traditional Wokedi, you are my man, and you will continue to be my man, even though you don't know me. But I like you so much. I like you so much. I want this message to go specifically to traditional Wokedi. I know a lot of people will be thinking, why is Simon Ekpa always talking about traditional Wokedi? Is it relevant? Well, like I said, everybody is important in the struggle for Biafra. I appreciate and I regard traditional Wokedi, no matter how you think about it. Remember that traditional Wokedi asked for my native name. I came and responded to him, my native name. He asked whether I don't live a religion and culture. I said I'm still in the cultural. so please, traditional Wokedi, I don't mean any harm. Okay, we move on. Your apology accepted, even though there was issues there. There is no need. We move on. Just make sure you stand on the truth. Make sure you keep your hand clean. Make sure you do not join issues, especially when you don't have evidence or when you have not heard from the God. Make sure that you do not come to lie against somebody, especially in the public. So that's all. But apart from that, I am good with you. There is no problem. The other one that is still making noise, they call him Sample Master. I don't have anything. I don't have anybody to send to you. But like I said, the 7 days I have given to you, if you want to apologize, you apologize. You say that I send people to come and kill you and they shoot gun and all that. I have also made my own vow. So if you want, you apologize to your ancestors. If you don't want, it is not about carrying offer. So if you like, apologize. And not to me, to that your ancestors that you are hearing from. Because after these 7 days, everything that you are hearing before will disappear, if there is anything like that. So that offer you carry, every potency of that offer will disappear after 7 days. Because I don't know whether the offer told you that I have hand. I've had, like I said, even if I have ever thought of it, not to or discuss with anybody to go to Sample Master, then everything you are saying will happen. But if I have never in my life discussed with anybody or even talk with anybody about you after the 7 days, every power you have, if there is any, you will never see dream again. Go and mark it. You will never see dream again after 7 days. So you can rant. They can push you. If you continue to rant, I will know that everything you have done in the past are all lies. Complete lies. But if you are seeing and they are telling you something in the dream, go back to dream now and dream to know who is sending people after you. Because I have no hand in it. All right. Welcome to the program. Yes, good evening from here.
Yeah, I'm calling from India. I call you daddy because I love you so much. I love you as my own father. I love you so very much.
There we go.
So what I want to contribute is yesterday you talked about something. It's like a question. Why is Nelly adding Barrister Joe first name in some issues about this commanders, gentle commander, this and that?
Because she knows that Barrister All right. I think we have issues with that. We are back again.
Okay, can I go on now?
Yes, go on.
Okay. But in my own opinion, I would say that when that thing occurred, when that event took place, Nigerian news media said that Barrister Jofo is hiding some ESN in his house.
Mm.
So maybe Dr. Nelly wanted to add also that Barrister Jofo, so that that thing would be true. That might be her mind. It is possible because the Nigerians, they say that Barrister Jofo is hiding some ESN in his house. His house is hideout for ESN, this non-government or non-that. So I'm saying that Dr. Nelly really want to add Barrister Jofo to be that his house is a high place of non-government.
If they say that, that is why I made the program yesterday. So they should ask, of course, they should ask Nelly, because Nelly can do anything to frame Barrister Jofo up, and you know how they have been attacking Barrister Jofo person. So they have been attacking Barrister Jofo because they know what Barrister Jofo represents in this. Even though we have the disagreement in the way Barrister Jofo reports to us about the welfare and the well-being of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shouldn't be the reason to attack the profession of him, the profession of Jofo. Jofo remain the legal representative of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we disagree with the way he dishes out the information, and I know as a sensible person, I know why Barrister Jofo is doing that, to calm the situation down. But we don't need to calm the situation down. He is doing his job as a lawyer. And nobody will take a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case in Nigeria and do something and do otherwise. Nobody will be in Nigeria and take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case and come out and start agitating with us. It doesn't happen like that. It cannot work like that. The person will do his job, his lawyer job, and follow the ethics of the Nigeria Bar Association. So you don't expect, what these people don't know is that they think because Barrister Jofo is a Igbo man, Barrister Jofo is a Biafran, so as a Biafra attorney, he must be agitating for Biafra and fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the same time. It doesn't work like that. So Barrister Jofo is under Nigeria Bar Association. Barrister Jofo is representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under Nigeria law court. So Barrister Jofo is representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sworn the oath of Nigeria Constitution. So Barrister Jofo is not fighting as a Biafra attorney. Barrister Jofo is not a Biafra attorney. Barrister Jofo is serving and an attorney under Nigeria law. That is what people should know. And because I am a sensible person, I don't want to join hand with people who want to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by fighting Barrister Jofo and fighting every other person that have anything to offer for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is my problem with them. And because she is on contract to destroy Biafra by arranging and masterminding the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And then, of course, because he was not killed in Kenya, so they are going to do everything to eliminate anybody that is going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is just the case. And it is not only on those on ground, it is also happening those in abroad. So those in America, those in other parts of the world, once they see that you have something to offer to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they come heavily on, they start to attack you. So the attack you see today happening to me from the people will expelled from the leadership and all that. They are not attacking me because I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay, they are not attacking me because what I'm doing is wrong. No, they're attacking me because what I'm doing has some kind of effect in creating awareness, even if it is not releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as some of them claim. But what we are doing is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is going to be a combination of the legal team, and then from the civil disobedience and other things that the Biafra people are doing collectively will put the pace to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's what we are doing.
Yes, and I want to say again that this mega rally now, we need to, it should be must. It should be must. We have to stop these people.
Yes, no, we don't need to stop anybody. What we are doing is not stopping. We are not stopping them from coming to have their mega rally. Okay,
And I believe that, so we need to make it very specifically clear. What we are saying is that any day we hear that there is a mega rally in any state, we declare it at home, as simple as that. So, and once we declare it at home, they already know, they will get the message, they know what that means. So we are not going to come out to have any mega rally with any Nigerian nonsense. So we don't need to say we stop them. We are not stopping anybody. We don't have the power to stop. We don't have the power to stop them. Now we not, you know, we are just Mazi okay, so because we don't have the power to stop them, we are going to sit at home.
Twitter space. Yeah, it could go have up the selling about. All of it, one Nigeria might be a mega attack.
How about also him and they thought and I both in Kupu. So they came and they try one and they, you know, half an hour no tip up Jakaibo. So I put us on a Twitter space now. I will, you know, you are inviting them, they will be running away. Because when they jam me, they will never make sense.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm so happy to talk with you this morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, watching again. Hello, watching again. Yes, Kekime.
Hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Kekime.
Who's so bad over there?
And I'm with the Kwaha. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's just to say thank you, and you remember how I talked to you sometimes. I said, be careful about those that you are bouncing with.
Yes, of course.
Which I don't know why that word will come out of my mind. That too much fear in my side, because it's very bad in this life, someone eating with his enemies. It's very bad. It's very bad. So the only thing I'll tell you is just follow your heart, keep your hands clean. All the things that is happening is just be falling apart by your side. And we come as a winner. In Jesus' mighty name I pray.
Amen. You say.
So keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
People's prayer is it will be abandoning you in everything you are doing. So that's the only thing I want to say.
Thank
just
you very
follow
much.
your heart, keep your hands clean, then winner, victory is yours.
Udo. There we go. There we go. All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right. Yes, please, anybody that is calling must make comment on no election. What we are talking about is no election. We are discussing no election. We are discussing no mega rally. So please, from the exposition we have done so far, you know that Nigeria hates you. You know that Nigeria called you non-entity from 1960, 50-something. So it did not start yesterday. It did not start from Ojukwu War. It did not start from the Biafra War. It started many years ago. So when they tell you today is because of Ojukwu or because of Biafra, it's a lie. They hated you, and we have discovered the security book. So thank you very much. Welcome to the program. Can you talk to me on the phone, please? Hello? Oh my goodness.
Hello, Simon.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Oh, Ndewo.
Ndewo.
Yeah, okay. And when we get I don't know if you remember
I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. Can you speak louder, please? Sorry.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. There was a time I sent initially when you were talking about sponsoring
you are speaking up. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I sent you a text that I want to know the cost. But I never received any reply. So I'm really interested in sponsoring. That's one of the things I'm calling about. I'm really interested in sponsoring radio stations.
Okay, so well, everybody that is going to pay for radio must pay it through the website, through the IPOB website. So I'm going to write down your number, and I will contact you after this broadcast. Okay.
Okay. You got the number, area code 361?
Yes.
You have it, eh?
Yes, I have it.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Welcome to the program. Yes, good evening from here.
Simon, there's something I want to ask. Because of our people in Lagos, I hear that they'll say that they should close their shops.
We are addressing that.
Okay. And the other thing is, why did the people in Biafraland go and taking their PVC card in? I saw it in Oka, and I saw it somewhere again.
Anybody can take PVC. You know, if you look at when you look at the number of the people taking PVC, is it not the same number of people that always come for campaign? So it doesn't move what we're doing. When the Biafra people will speak, is the day we want to speak. So when the time comes, we are not against anybody going to collect whatever they want to collect. Okay, and we are not against that. They can go and collect whatever they want to collect. You know, it is their life and all that. You know, but when the time for Biafra people to speak will be when the time is needed. We don't waste our strength on frivolous thing. Okay. People going to line and collect PVC. They can go ahead and collect that. We don't waste our time on that. Okay. We waste our time when the time it matters and when it matters most. So the reason even this mega rally doesn't even matter. Okay, but why we are going to be sitting at home anytime there's a mega rally in the southeast is because, or in the south side of Biafraland, is because we want to send a message to them to know how prepared we are. That's all. Before we get to the 2023. All right, welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello, good evening from here.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very fine. And you?
Yeah, before I continue, I want to have a song that I want to sing for you.
You want to have a song? You want to sing? Can you hide the volume? Because whenever I hear somebody want to sing like this, all the man to everything will be standing up. I want to hear it very well.
Okay. I say no bogi Simon, I need I see no bogi Simon, Ekpa Garakai, Omo Biafra, Kele Chineke o. I see no bogi Simon, I need I see no bogi Simon, I need food. I see no bogi Simon, Ekpa Galao.
Wow, wow, wow. I dedicate this song to the Most High God. Hi, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I want you to continue. I urge you to continue, and I want to use this opportunity to appeal to all our Biafrans all over the world. I want to appeal to everybody that this message is no longer as usual, that everybody should rise up and even for the contributions. this battle needs financial bombardment. This program needs people to come out from their hideout. It's no longer a business like before. After contribution, they will share it individually, use it and keep their containers, use it and build their houses, their mansions, and they continue shouting, "Oh, hey, Biafra." So I think this is the more important time that everybody's eyes must be open. And secondly, concerning the election, I don't think that anybody that is, talking about election this time around, the person is positive. There is not an election in Nigeria. Nigeria don't know what is called election. They're only doing selection. So if you can still have such belief that you are going to have Obi as a president, the person is a dreamer. The person is just like a dreamer. So I urge all Biafrans over the world to please forget about everything that is going on today and give all your support to Simon, and so that Biafra will come and the Kanu will be proud of him, and we shall be proud of him and the Kanu too. So I want to draw my curtain here today, and I ask God to give him more wisdom and understanding, and also continue to protect all Biafrans all over the world, and also continue to expose all those criminals.
You say, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. Here we go. A lot of people are calling.
Hello, one okay.
Yes, watching okay. I noticed you are calling. You want to have a contribution on the program?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka oneme. There shall be no election in Biafraland.
He said,
because they have been considered as miscreants and idiots.
Non-entities.
Regardless of the fact that it was evident we had the fastest growing economy in the world in 1954.
Yet they call it non-entity.
Like Japan and China. We're having a 30% to 40% growth rate. And they saw our potentials.
They call it non-entities.
Saw our potentials. They know that we are a great people. And if we come up, the wisdom we have shall be so, it will have a bandwagon effect on other African countries. They'll become self-reliant. That's why they wanted to quench that fire. But at the fullness of time, the Lord God of heaven raised up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And as he was running, and God said, okay, I'm going to take this fight into another dimension. He brought up Simon Ekpa. And as Simon Ekpa is walking, God is gathering people around him who are determined to see to the actualization of Biafra. So, Biafrans, here, don't misbehave. You can go and take your PVC. Nobody's against you. But somebody that God has raised up by the appointment of his servant, let him speak. I ask you, Biafrans, be reasonable. Don't be foolish. When somebody is fighting for you, you are doing another thing, because at the end of the day, you might turn out to be slaves forever, but it shall not be so. Because God has ordained this. It shall come to pass. Amen. And Biafra shall actualize.
Amen.
No election in Biafra. In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Let us stand with this young man, Simon Ekpa. God bless you, my friend.
Bless you. Bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
One moment. Hello, welcome to the program. Hello.
Okay, Simon, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Okay, Simon, thank you very much. You know, I don't normally waste time. Let me tell you, I'm telling our people, please, no election in our land, in Biafraland. You have to ask yourself, the election you have been doing, no matter how old you are now, election done for you. That is the question you have to ask. Don't mind all these things that the politicians are doing. Please, listen to no election in our land, please. Someone, please, one thing I want to tell you quickly and tell everybody here. Don't be offended. Let me tell you, when you know Nsima and they don't hear Igbo, they don't understand our language very well. You understand? So when I saw them, when they play the voice of that man, that Mr. Nelly's voice, for her to explain that to them, you know that she twisted the whole thing and told them lies because they don't understand what the voice that boy was saying. I was watching it. So all of you who are there, go to YouTube and watch that broadcast they did, where they were was playing the voice of the boy when he was saying how evil Nelly is, how he got them for his father to die and whatever, his father destroy whatever. You know, Nelly twisted it back and said, oh, he paid a lot of money for cow to save our leader and all that. Those people took it because they don't understand our language. She lied to them. And the next time what I hear, oh, she sacrificed a lot for us. She has sacrificed for our leader.
On camera.
No, yes, on broadcast. It's there on YouTube. It's there on Facebook. You know. So what I'm saying is that Nelly, he's too bad. He's too bad, and he's manipulating those people, those illiterates there. You know, she's using them for her to twist the story that the boy said and tell them something else, and they took it because they don't hear our language.
No,
so that's what I want to know.
No. Some of them are still breathing on the ground. You know, they are still somewhere. They're still somewhere on the ground where they tie them.
So that's how. So people who are here, if you go and see it on the YouTube, hear the voice and hear what Nelly tells the people, tells the four people. That is what the voice is saying, which is lie. Because she knows they don't understand Igbo.
Yes, but it is good. It is good. It is good that she's exposing herself. You know, as you know, let her continue to dance in the marketplace, so that Biafra will continue to see what is going on. Because she must confess. She must confess whether she like or not. Thank you very much.
And you know, you promised the one that you will show everything else, because if you don't do it now,
no. We are coming now. You know, when we started, you know, all of you followed the whole trend. Now, when I started from Twitter, she said this one is her, and then when the whole pump began to come, he said, okay, continue with your Photoshop now. You know, and then that time she didn't know that she was not really sure that we have the evidences. Because the guy who took her to that native doctor, she killed the guy using the military. You know, she killed the guy. She called the guy and told the guy that somebody is going to give her something from US, that she brought something to her to him from US, and that the guy you know, should go and collect the thing, and somebody is going to call him now. And then it was not a very long time somebody called the guy, and the guy took bag and left to pick up that thing. So it happens that he was getting to the place where somebody called him, and it was the military, and they killed him and collected the phone.
Okay, and something I noticed again is that all our people now, they have abandoned even how evil they said Nelly was. All of them now are blessing him.
No, those people, my sister, I don't talk about the people we have defeated. God have defeated all of them. So why should we be worried about people that we have defeated? We are looking at other giants that will come away. Is it the giant who have defeated? We will look back and say, how are they doing? No. These are the gathering of the defeated and failures. You know, anybody, anyone with defeat, they will run to them to have programs. So we don't look at let them. You know, those people doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned, because we have defeated them. So people that were defeated doesn't. We don't need to be talking about them. Please let us focus on this particular exposition today, which is the reason why there must not be election and the reason why we are not going to have any mega rally in Biafraland. And the secret that has been hidden in the book. This is what we should focus on, please. Thank you.
Quickly, I'm telling our brother Elvis, please, because he wanted to call, I hope he gets him to call you because he made a video today. So that is what I'm saying. Everybody now is focused on the picture. They don't even hear the other side of it. Our leader needs to be released. They don't go there again. If we want our leader to release them, something has come up to see what happened to our leader.
Let me tell you, please. I have said it, and I don't want to say it again. I said let us focus on this exposition. Let us focus on this exposition. I'm not here to talk about something that you know, that is already gone. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome to the program. I end up spending more than the time I wanted to spend on this program. Welcome to the program.
Good evening from my side.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, this is Igwe.
There, what?
Yeah, like I used to tell you, you are trying seriously. You are doing the most beautiful job ever someone can do. For real. Like I told you, these people, everything you are doing, whether people like it or not, they will still click like. After watching you, they will still click like. Even the cucumber harvester and the ritualist, she will still click like, because you are doing the best job. For the election in our land, it will not work. Because Igbos have come to know, the Eastern region has come to know, even the South people have come to know that it will not work for them. These people are coming with a serious plan. And the strategy you got out is one of the strategies we can use to strike them down. Yeah, but there will be no election. Whatever they will do, I support that motion that there will be no election in our land.
Great.
And whoever that will hold that election, maybe the person will bear the consequence, honestly. Because these people, if there will be election and the next president will come from where my mind is telling me, there will be more problem and more chaos in Igbo land especially. They will be coming to kill us. So whatever they are going to do, there will be no election in Biafraland or Biafraland, there will be no election. Let's support that decision and move with one train. There will be no election. That's the only thing I want to contribute. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
All right.
I think this is going to be the last caller of the day, because I have exceeded, the time as usual, and now I need to sleep because of tomorrow work. All right. But let me announce this, that this is the flyer for the next Eastern Security Network fundraising by Umuada. Date is the 18th June, 18th, 2022, 7 p.m. Biafra time. And the meeting ID is there. I'm going to post this on social media and let everybody share it. We expect you to come. This is going to be a mega fundraising. And a lot of people have actually suggested a two-time month, because the situation requires that, and I agree. And we are not just looking for contribution for fundraising. We want people that will come to sponsor this particular movement. We want people that will come to sponsor it. Not just fundraising. We need people. We need those who really want Biafra to come and sponsor this. And remember that whatever you do with this particular movement now will remain secret. Everything you do to sponsor the security of life and properties of our people will remain confidential. And confidential it will remain. We are now adopting a very highest level of etiquette to make sure that this movement attract calibers of people that we need. So if you are dealing with us in making sure if the situation of Nigeria, as you see today, is touching you, and you know that we have been able to prove a point in this particular movement, and of course, in what is going on in entire Nigeria, is only the Biafraland that are somehow secured, and it's because of the lackadaisical of the leaders in Biafraland to take some decisive decision that still make these criminals to commit crimes, in our land, especially in the cities. But we have been able to eradicate and chase away the terrorists in the bush that are killing our people and making them very unable to farm. Now we are facing kidnappers and bandits and all that. So we need to, beef up the security to make sure that our people are everywhere. Our men are everywhere in the bushes to look for those people that are kidnapping our people, and they are collecting 100 million, as ransom. We need to stop it. We need to make sure. So those of you who are in the church and all that, remember to also follow the security measures we proposed a few days ago, so that we will not see any attack in Biafraland, in any church in Biafraland. So, all right, go ahead. My brother will be the last person for this particular discussion today. You're gonna be the last person. Go ahead. Good evening. I see DSP. I was thinking that are you a Lokpa or what?
No, maybe that kind of DSP.
No, with that kind of DSP. No, with your Lokpa DSP.
Maybe the Lokpa. That your friend, Mazi Simon, that is always calling you.
Okay.
But I want to thank you very much for the good work you are doing, and I thank you because you have a very tough skin. You have the skin of a tortoise, very tough. All the attack, everything, no one can escape, and I see that you're doing a very good job. You're doing exactly what our leader said. Where he said, "We believe to you because you are bringing a new dimension. You are bringing a new dimension to this situation, and we are moving forward." Appreciate you. I pray that I see people that they are continue to give this strength to do this work. Because I know it's not easy for you to do your own personal work and then come here every day to address us, talk to us, and inform us. On this new election, I'm talking to a lot of friends. I told them that there's no going to the election in Biafraland, and I will tell you the reason. I told them that the petition will always be that they will give us a piece of tea will be there, and then they will speak so that they will speak south and south voting. Four of them, then people will speak the north, and then you become the president. I will continue to cover the same thing we are talking in this. They are saying, I tell them, don't worry, people will win it. People will come up with it so that you come out.
Oh, we lost you.
Nigeria, no Igbo man can never be president. So, I thank you very much, Mazi. Please keep up the good work, and God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you. All right. Of course, this is going to be the last person on this call today. If you have not, if we did not pick your call, please forgive us. We do not have the time. On this note, may God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sunday Iboho. May God bless ISIS Security Network. May God bless all the working group. May God bless all the committee and the whatever we're setting up. May God bless everybody. May God bless Biafra, Oduduwa, and the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonians. May God bless our gallant men. May God bless all of you. And from me, from here, it is good evening.
a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh, fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The one that which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
You're my glory, Jesus. You're my glory. You're the lifter up of my head. I cannot call on your name and end up in shame. You're the glory of course, and the lifter up of my head. You reign forever, for your name is ever great. You are the wisdom before time began. You reign forever. You reign forever. Your name is ever great. Your name is ever great. Yes, you are the wisdom before time began. You reign forever. You reign forever. Your name is ever great. You are the wisdom before time. You're the only wise God, immortal, invisible. 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 The only wise God, I am that I am. I never put you down. Immortal, invisible. Yes, yes, you reign forever. Your name is ever great. Jesus, you're the wisdom before time began. I cannot call on your name end up in shame. No way, Jesus, no way. Hey, we cannot kneel before Yahweh, hey, and bow down in shame. No way, no way. Yes, no way, no way. For you are my God. Yes, you are. You are. You are God from age to age, unchangeable. You are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, God. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, God. Yes, you are, God. Yes, you are, Jesus. You are my God. God from ages past. You are God. You are my God. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé o. You are mighty. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé o. You are mighty. Ṣebí wọ́n lọ fojú ọ̀run ṣàṣàwọ̀rá. Ṣebí ilẹ̀ fojú ọ̀run o ṣàṣàwọ̀rá. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé o. You are mighty, Jesus. You are mighty, oh. You are mighty, oh. You are mighty, oh. Mighty, oh. Mighty, oh. You are mighty. You are mighty. I'm telling you, you are mighty. You are mighty. You are mighty, oh. You are mighty, oh. Jehovah, Jehovah, Jehovah. You are mighty, oh. You are mighty, oh. You are mighty, oh. Say, oh, Ọba táwí, táwí ṣe oṣù bàrẹ̀ mímọ́ mímọ́ oṣù bàrẹ̀ olórí ayé oṣù bàrẹ̀ ọba táwí táwí ṣe oṣù bàrẹ̀. one is in your class. You are God all by yourself. You are God all by yourself. Unchangeable, unchangeable. But you change every situation. Hey, Nima, 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 Nima. Yeah. Nima, Nima, Baba, Nima. Heaven and earth adore Nima, 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 Baba, Nima. I'll sing your praise. I'll sing your praise forever. Nima. Oh Lord, you know, Nima, Lord, Nima, Nima, Baba, Nima. Heaven and earth adore you, Lord. Heaven and earth adore you. Nima, 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 I'll sing your praise forever. I'll sing your praise forever. Nima, 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 Nima. Olórí ayé o, olórí ayé o, asọ̀rọ̀ má tàsé, asọ̀rọ̀ má tàsé. Heaven and earth adore you, angels bow before you, Jesus. They're singing, holy, holy are you, Lord God Almighty, and you're worthy to be praised forever. I will sing your praise forever.
Years ago, at Asada Ohafia in Abia State, Nigeria, a phenomenon was born. A man of prodigious purpose and deliberate intentions, a devout man of God, an apostle of miracles, a great preacher of the gospel from his teenage years.
There's what we call anointing for everyone, but there's what we call also transferable anointing. Life without trouble is useless. We grow by the problems we solve.
He is one of the most anointed and highly outstanding ministers of our generation. He is the first African man speaker at the World Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship International World Convention in 1996, Miami, USA. His work with God has panned through generations, and his fire is still burning. Let's receive with a shout of joy for an unforgettable move of God, the founder and president, Uma Upai Evangelistic Association, Reverend Dr. Uma Upai. We love and celebrate you.
Can somebody raise up his or her hand and declare and say whether my enemies like it or not?